480 BCE. One of the largest armies the ancient world had ever seen was marching toward Greece. Hundreds of thousands of soldiers, countless warships, and the full power of the Persian Empire. Facing them stood only a few thousand men, but leading them was one man, a king who refused to retreat, a king who chose death, Leonidas. About 2,500 years ago, a child was born in one of the harshest societies of the ancient world. That city-state was Sparta. Life in Sparta was very different from other Greek cities. In Athens, philosophers debated ideas and artists created masterpieces. But in Sparta, life had a single purpose: war. Spartan society was organized entirely around it. Men were soldiers, women raised strong children, and the state came before everything. Among the children born into this brutal world was Leonidas. He was not an ordinary Spartan. He belonged to Sparta's royal family. But Leonidas's life was not easy from the beginning. Every male child born in Sparta was inspected by the state. If a baby appeared weak or unhealthy, he was not allowed to live. To the Spartans, the strength of the society was more important than the life of the individual. At the age of 7, boys were taken away from their families. They were sent into the Agoge, Sparta's brutal training system. The Agoge was one of the harshest military educations in history. Children were kept hungry, forced to sleep in the cold, encouraged to fight each other, pushed through extreme endurance tests. They were even allowed to steal food. But if they were caught, they were punished. Because the goal was not just to create warriors. The goal was to teach them how to survive. Leonidas went through this system like every other Spartan boy. It forged him into a disciplined and resilient warrior. Leonidas's father was King Xerxes II. But Leonidas was not first in line for the throne. He had 2 older brothers ahead of him. Because of this, no one expected him to become king. Ironically, that changed everything. Many Spartan princes were excused from the Agoge, but Leonidas experienced the system fully. He grew up like a true Spartan soldier. Over the years, he became a respected warrior within the Spartan army. Then something unexpected happened. His brother Cleomenes I, the king of Sparta, died, and he left no male heir. Suddenly, the throne passed to Leonidas. Leonidas became one of the kings of Sparta. Because Sparta had a unique political system, the city was ruled by 2 kings at the same time. Leonidas soon became one of Sparta's most important military leaders. He also married Gorgo, the daughter of his brother Cleomenes. Ancient sources describe Gorgo as an intelligent and strong woman. Shortly after Leonidas became king, the Greek world faced a massive threat. A rising superpower in the east, the Persian Empire. At its height, the empire stretched across vast lands including Egypt, Mesopotamia, Anatolia, Persia, and parts of India. At the head of this empire stood King Xerxes I. Years earlier, Xerxes' father Darius I had attempted to conquer Greece, but he was defeated at the Battle of Marathon. Xerxes never forgot that humiliation, and he decided to finish what his father had started. He prepared one of the largest military campaigns in history. The Persian army was enormous. The ancient historian Herodotus claimed it contained millions of soldiers. Modern historians believe this number was exaggerated. But the army was still likely hundreds of thousands strong. To move this force into Europe, Xerxes ordered an incredible engineering project. A bridge made of ships was built across the Hellespont, today's Dardanelles. Through this bridge, the Persian army marched toward Greece. The Greek city-states realized the scale of the threat, and something rare happened. many Greek cities decided to unite against Persia. Greek commanders needed a place where numbers would matter less. They chose Thermopylae, a narrow pass between mountains and the sea. In this tight corridor, the massive Persian army could not fully deploy its numbers. The defense of this pass was given to King Leonidas of Sparta. Leonidas marched to Thermopylae with a small but disciplined force. With him were Sparta's most elite warriors, 300 Spartans. But the army was not made of Spartans alone. Soldiers from other Greek cities joined them. Altogether, the Greek force numbered around 7,000 men. Facing them was the enormous Persian army. The Persian attack began, but the narrow pass worked in favor of the Greeks. The Spartans formed a phalanx formation. Shields locked together, long spears pushing forward. Wave after wave of Persian soldiers were pushed back. Even Xerxes' elite troops, the Immortals, could not break the Spartan line. The Persians failed on the first day. They failed again on the second day. But on the third day, everything changed. A Greek man named Ephialtes betrayed the defenders. He revealed a hidden mountain path to the Persians. Using this path, Persian troops moved behind the Greek army. Leonidas realized they were about to be surrounded. He ordered most of the Greek soldiers to retreat, but he chose to stay. With him remained 300 Spartans, 700 Thespians, and several hundred Theban soldiers. Every one of them knew they would die, but they stayed and fought. Leonidas and his men battled to the very end, and they died at Thermopylae. Militarily, the Battle of Thermopylae was a defeat, but Leonidas' sacrifice changed the course of Greek history. The resistance inspired the Greek city-states. Soon after, the Greeks would defeat Persia in the battles of Salamis and Plataea. Leonidas was remembered as more than just a king. He became a symbol of courage and sacrifice. And even today, at Thermopylae, a famous inscription remains. Stranger, go tell the Spartans that we lie here, obedient to their laws.